Alright, hey guys, this is Tyra, or otherwise known as Little Tiger Cat. Um, I'm making this video about a couple of days from me receiving my rewards and I guess acknowledgements from the Plum Bob Awards. I wanted to make this video on the day that it happened, but I literally just came from work and everything was just huge. Like when I first heard that it was released, because I forgot about it, I was really excited because I didn't know what to expect really. It kind of just came out of the blue, and I remembered that it came out, and so I've been wanting to make this video ever since that whole thing happened with Insanos. It's been really if you want to say it the Latin way, that's how you say it. If you want to say English way, you can say Insanus. I really don't care. Insanos is the Latin way, so I don't really care how people say it, but it's really been crazy. I've been looking at my work in a different way, and the reason why I call this like an update slash milestone video is because one, I want to update everybody about what's been going on with this channel and what's been going on with Insanos. So basically I already graduated already graduated college. Got a job like about a month or so after, because I was already like in the process of being hired. I'm working for my city's police department. I'm in the academy right now. I gotta go through like a police mandated like training or whatever for me to be in there for this unit for the city. I have to like do basic policing stuff for about 2 years or a year. They might pull me in early. It really depends. I like it. I always did like structured type of work. I don't really like, I just didn't want a desk job. I didn't want to be in a lab like 24/7. I wanted to be kind of hands on. It wasn't a route that I thought I was going to take, but I mean, it's pretty fun right now in the academy. I mean, we get PT, we get yelled at by fucking like our lieutenants and stuff, but it's not that big. It's not nothing. I'm shooting and driving for for fucking free, and I'm getting paid for it. So I'm enjoying that aspect. For Instanos, I released the episode right after college. It's always been in the works. It's just I was so skeptical about this episode, and that's why I'm calling this a milestone video, because I did not know where I was going with this series director wise. I felt like I was getting the story out there, but I didn't know if I was doing it in the right way when it came to like filming and editing. I wasn't really sure what I was doing. I knew what I was doing, but I wasn't sure if it was the right thing, or people, because people sugarcoat stuff in this community and they tell you, oh, that looks nice. Someone called me a Discord. That looks nice, but they're not being honest and they're not telling you your flaws. So I did get some feedback from people, here and there, but it wasn't ever enough for me to really know what I'm doing. What am I doing right? What am I doing wrong? And that's why I wanted to enter. I'm sorry, that's my phone. I hope I didn't rip people's ears in the mic. And one of the things that really got me was that I wanted to put this episode into a festival. Just so happens everything was coming up, and I really wasn't sure if I wanted to do this. The only thing I was thinking of at the time was SIFF. Now I'm gonna try to glaze over this. I'm probably not, because I know me. I knew I should have never entered SIFF, because once I entered SIFF, I felt nothing. Not compared to how after I entered the Plum Bob Awards. Excuse me again. Let me just turn my phone off. How about that? I entered SIFF, and the problem with SIFF is that I already know SIFF is biased. I've worked with SIFF. I've been under their wing. I've saw the Discord conversations. People are going to tell you, oh, no. Like, I'm brutally honest with you. I'm telling you now. I knew what I was getting myself into, so that's why I wasn't too surprised about what was going on. And I already knew that SIFF was kind of favorable towards Sims 4, and a lot of stuff that we were doing. I remember I got a project. I want to do this very lightly. Like I said, I'm trying to thread lightly here. I got a project and I did one for our office, and I got it like we had like a task that we had to do, and I was told that I needed to do it in Sims 4, not really Sims 2, and like at that moment, I kind of just felt like it wasn't a universal machinima festival. It really just kind of felt favorable to one genre of game. Um, well, that game itself. I didn't really feel comfortable there, so I left. I didn't tell anybody. I was already in college. I was dealing with enough shit. I really didn't want to keep, you know, being bossed around over something like that. And it was very unproductive. It was very things just didn't get done. So I left, and I knew what what was going on behind the scenes even when I was there. Don't know about now, but I did that in hopes that I can figure out where I'm going with Insanus, or Insanos, whatever. And it was crazy because I got exactly what I expected. I won like best series, or which I'm glad I was voted for. Then I got best dialogue. But then like when I was reading through the magazine, I didn't feel any type of achievement. It's like they just slap your picture down of your series, your poster. Keep in mind, my stuff wasn't even up when voting started, so that kind of just, discouraged me a lot. And they don't really tell you why you won. It's just all about numbers, and it's not really helping people grow. And I didn't feel like I learned anything. I didn't feel like, okay, I got best dialogue, but why did I win best dialogue? Those are the things I wanted to know. Like, why? Like, what about this series? You know, Siri, I think I'm talking to her. What makes my series the best out of the three? That were in the top. Why was my dialogue good? And then I started looking at the reviews. I said I was going to thread over lightly, but I'm not. I guess I'm being honest here. The reviews, I didn't feel like they were unique enough to that series when they were talking about it. I feel like you could copy and paste what they said about one series to another, or machinima just in general, and you wouldn't know that they were talking about something different because of how generic things were being described. And when I entered the Plum Bob Awards, I got the complete opposite of that. I knew why I won things. It was understood why I won things, or got second or third place or honorable mention. I was happy to get anything. And to know why I won them, and to show an example of that category of that I won or got second place, it helped me so much. Guys, I'm telling you. Everyone that knows me very personally, they know I'm very honest, and I'm very blunt with that, as you probably just noticed how blunt I am. And I'm the kind of person I respect anyone's opinion if they tell me something, which is why when I got my rubric, can't talk still, my rubric, okay, there it is, for the episode, I was happy to get analyzed that deeply into my episode. They pointed out things that I didn't even know, like, I can't remember their name, but they told me how it was so well done, how I'm just incorporating little things that, to me, I'm doing it just because it's just my style, it's just something that I notice. And they were happy that I was putting in little increments of like that character without that character having dialogue. Like, one example was Brian was stretching in the back of the classroom, stretching her leg, and that kind of just showed her athleticism, for her running track, without her speaking about it, without her acting on it, with dialogue in the scene. I was able to show a part of her personality, her characteristic overall as a character, without even having her say anything about it. And they praised me a lot for that, and I understood why. And so that's why I really love this, and it really opened my eyes to my writing and my overall like technique when I'm filming and editing, and I really appreciate it. And this is probably the biggest achievement I've ever received on this channel. I've had people, comment on my videos, on my series, and they're talking about, how they watched me when I was like younger, when I used to film for this lady. Little side note, I had no control over what I filmed when I was like 13 with her. My creativity was stripped away. I didn't have control over what was being filmed or edited or whatever, or written. And it's almost like now seeing you with your own series and seeing you develop your story, it was really, I was really happy to read those type of things. And like I said, it's not about the views for me. It's about people who appreciate my story, and to see people finally do that and not just put my name on a poster and say, oh, you won this, and then you don't really know why you won it. It could have just been, for shits and giggles. Like, I really don't know. So to me, this is a huge milestone for my channel. The story itself is still in writing for the fifth script, just because it's so big. I'm going to be splitting it up into 2 episodes. I'm trying to wait till the academy settles down a little bit before I start going into, uh, filming again. I wanted to wait till my shooting week was over, so my shooting week is already over. I already qualified, so I'm going to start trying to slowly get back into it. I just wanted to wait till my academy slowed down and I was able to breathe a little bit. But that's all pretty much that's been going on with me. Thank you for who voted. Thank my cast too, guys. They are fucking amazing. Like, these guys are fucking rock stars. Like, honestly, like, all these awards that I got and all the notifications of, like, things that I get from, like, comments and YouTube or whatever, Twitter, Discord, it's all them. Like, they are bringing the fucking story to life. And I tell them all the time, in our Discord, you'll see me posting things to them all the time about how fucking amazing they are, because your cast is your fucking backbone of your story. They bring it to life, and I dedicated all my awards to them. I told them, like, I said, here guys, this is what we got. It was possible because of you. And that's another reason why I like this, is because it also proves to those guys, like, hell, you brought people to life. Like, best dialogue, I think it was. Fuck, they brought that. They did that. I wrote it. They brought it to life. Like, that's why I loved this whole process that happened, a couple days ago. I got the awards. I showed them everything. I don't even think I got the awards for SIFF at all till this day. So I don't know what's going on with that, but I'm just happy. And guys, honestly, look, my actors, look at their names on the screens. Remember those guys, because they're fucking amazing. They're great. They're the backbone, and I should tell them more than I already do. And for those who've been watching me since the beginning, or been watching since the first episode, and you see me do all this and you're proud of what I did, I thank you for watching. I thank anyone for watching, even if you just started today or yesterday or a week ago. I'm fucking thankful. You don't have to give me thousands of views for me to be thankful. I'm thankful for every comment, every view, every like, because to me, 180 people watched my story. They watched it, and they gave 30 minutes of their time. That's what I'm proud of. So this is a huge milestone for this